We're back. I had to shoo away kids playing hide and go seek. So that's what you have to deal with the kids' worlds. It's not adult worlds.
No, kids everywhere.
All right, so we're back. Sorry. Tell us about how you're doing. This is Sara Hunter. Sorry, we are from, she's from Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yep.
Hunter MMA.
That's right.
Savage kids, always on the front headlock. I see him choking a lot of people.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we've been working on guillotines, Kimuras a lot. So those have been our main attacks, and they're doing really good with it. So.
Main attacks for a few months, a year, or what?
Probably the last like 2-ish months, we've been focusing on guillotines and Kimuras. Just I feel higher percentage rates, probably more, especially when they get into MMA, probably going to be a better high percentage for them than versus an armbar or something that people let things break. So at least a Kimura, probably more damaging. Guillotines, you get to put to sleep. So
positionally stronger, the Kimura trap or grip is almost a position now.
Yes.
Not just a sub. It's you can move around the body and stuff like that.
I like the Kimura. We look for it a lot from like a north-south position, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can attack it everywhere.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot more. And you can sweep with it, end up on top, and I like that too.
It's funny you said that because when I coached full-time before doing AGF full-time, when I would get white belt adults and kids, people who are new to competition, so that I love the Kimura because they can grab it from literally every position.
Yep.
When someone's on my back, I can't armbar them, but I can grab a Kimura. Like when someone's on my leg, everywhere.
Yeah,
so definitely versatile and easy for a person to go, oh, okay, I got to do this from there. So and it's a huge part of the game. You can't get caught slipping in it.
No.
Would you guys say your focus is more no-gi?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say we do for our regular competition team, Monday through Thursday, 2 gi, 2 no gi. But then I have like more an advanced team, and then so it's 4 no gi, 2 gi. The kids like it more. I make them train the gi so we compete in it. But like for me, like I like the no gi more lately too in my life. My first like 4 years of jiu-jitsu only gi, and then I just switched almost only no gi.
What do you think of the development in the game right now, overall in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I think it's almost all gi guys are going no gi now too. I think the bigger organizations focus a lot more on either both, like you guys have both, which I think is great, versus you go to a competition, you do one versus the other. But like for adults, it's more ADCC, more CJI versus like IBJJF is just deteriorating. You know what I mean? So I think the bigger people are going more towards no-gi, especially with the transition to MMA also.
I think it's a couple reasons that people like no-gi more in the American culture. We have wrestling based in our culture.
Yeah.
When jiu-jitsu went to Brazil originally, they did not have a grappling art base yet.
Right.
So that's why the guard hyper developed.
Right.
And had the ability to, and so you also have all of the, lack of better terms, is judo, but from the standing to the ground, judo in the gi, we pretty much have that all figured out.
Right.
And so with the hyper development of wrestling being merged with jiu-jitsu,
absolutely,
it's still meshing.
Yeah, and it's cool too. We've had, I think this year was like 4 or 5 of my grapplers did wrestling for the first year or second year and won states with it.
You are not the first coach to tell me that.
That's really exciting.
They were literally trying to change the rules in Texas because of the 3 different teams. The main teams that won this year, I think last year too. Yes, and so they're trying to make the jiu-jitsu kids wrestle the open instead of novice. Which I think is ridiculous because there's all varying levels of jiu-jitsu ranks and ability to just say, hey,
I agree.
Like you have to be at least a college wrestler or judo black belt to be forced to wear blue in adult ranks. Right? Like that's a super high level. I don't think because a kid's a gray belt, he should be thrown into the wrestling open.
Yeah, just because they've learned a double leg before, they're still new to it too. Yeah,
for sure.
But we had a lot win states with it. So it's pretty exciting.
So I got the opportunity this year to be an assistant coach with my son's wrestling.
Very cool.
I'm not a wrestler.
Okay.
And I didn't coach. I shouldn't say that. I was an extra dad on the mats that paid my $15 to wear my wrestling shoes. But I got to watch the rules, the training, and
That's cool.
like super up close, and help the little burger pickers that needed help. You know what I mean? But watch it up close. And I noticed something that's a lot different than what we do in jiu-jitsu. Us being year-round. And also we have intro classes and basics and stuff that's different. But because wrestling's so seasonal, they literally start day one on day one. Like it's like the sport starts all over again. It's like the first day of baseball practice, right? We're not turning doubles the first day of baseball practice. The coach is like figuring out who everybody is and stuff, you know. And so you got a lot of that going on. So I think that because we train year round, it's a different training mentality, style, all that, you know.
Well, it's interesting. I have two different schools. Both of their wrestling coaches train with us now. So it's becoming more all around almost because they can go, oh, cool, we can keep going because they use our gym.
Yeah.
So it kind of works out. So I have two different high schools coaches use my gym.
And the fact that wrestling's primarily done in your youth. So all these guys they get done wrestling, and females that get done wrestling, it's like they don't have any sport left after college or high school, you know? So like jiu-jitsu is a great outlet for it.
I agree.
But enough of that. How many kick butt kids you got here today?
We have 14.
14? Got out your headhunters? The best of the best?
Yep.
I know how you guys train with a lot of purpose, right? Did these kids have to ask coach? Do they have to be on a regimen? Do they have to show up a certain amount of days or anything like that?
So it's at least 3 times a week is what I say.
That's what I say.
But what I really mean is every day, minus being sick, of course. But I say at least 3 times. But for the most part, I would say the kids come Monday through Friday, and then Sunday's conditioning. Yeah. Minus, I let them have a couple Sundays off, like after a competition. From January to today, we've had 16 competitions. So we compete very often. So I let them
take a break.
So AGF Worlds, we have 2 different ADCCs, and then I have 3 or 4 kids, or maybe even 5, going to PANS. So those are going to be the biggest ones that we get ready for all year. And then it goes a little slower towards after that. So like we have you guys in Biloxi in September. So after that, I haven't scheduled anything. I'll just let that happen when it does. But we have a lot of local promotions that do super fights too. So we get to, in our hometown, just have super fights, which is great too, to keep them moving.
Let me get, I've been polling people, so I got to poll you and ask.
Yep.
Keep Kids Worlds in the same city.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to be in the arena. A lot of people thought we just went to a regular convention center spot. I don't. For all you people out there, we ordered the arena, and then they decided to do construction.
Oh, good.
And then we showed up and we realized there was no construction done, so we're pretty pissed off today.
Yeah. We can just let the kids riot.
You know, how about that? Kids are not allowed to touch, and they can riot. That's great. They can probably go on forever, too. So, keep in the same city or rotate U.S.?
Oh, man. I think changing it's kind of cool.
What if I were to change countries?
That would make it a little difficult. I don't know how many kids would go to a different country based off of traveling fees. I feel the farther we go, the less kids I have able to based off of parents and stuff like that. Because, you know, I have my own kid that comes with me, and then I usually bring like 1 kid with me. That's like my max. I don't want any more kids following me. That makes it difficult. So I think a country, because that's like, you know, like ADCC, it's like always different, always a new country. I think that's cool. I don't know how many kids would be able to go. In my, you know what I mean? Like
in the United States, you wouldn't mind it traveling?
Yeah. No, I think it'd be cool. I mean, we already drove like 9 hours to here, you know.
My last question for that is both on the same day or gi and no gi separate day?
I say same day. I don't think it really matters. They're kids. They're not that tired.
So far I'm 11 out of 11. Okay. Not me, but coaches are 11 out of 11. They say 1 day. And I'm 10 for 10 on the kids being 2 days.
Really?
I pull the coaches and the kids. Yeah. The matches are harder here at this particular event. That's and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Some kids get away with a 2-man bracket, and some got a 20-man bracket.
That's true.
And then they got 4 20-man brackets.
Yeah.
So, and I get that, but then it's also like, if we can get out of here at 4, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's both, but that's why I'm polling, because you got both sides of it.
Absolutely.
The parents and the coaches talk finances.
Yeah.
Like where are you making me fly? And
Yeah.
how many days do I have to go there? What time of year are we doing this?
Yes,
absolutely. So because you got always the both arguments of Florida, I should say, right? Because they say beaches. You got California. I should have said that too. Like you got the beaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to the beaches, but summertime at the beaches is the most expensive hotels.
Right.
It's the most expensive everything, and you got 2 styles. I got like similar to Long Beach at the Pyramid. There's a created culture of people returning to the Pyramid. Oh, I got to compete at the Pyramid this year and stuff. And then you got rotating, and it's a different place. And then you have ultimate, for me personally, purity of sport is rotating the worlds, like the Olympics and world champions do in other sports. Not quite. It could be feasible for us to do that, but like you said, I think we would get a super low turnout if we held it in Belgium for the first time. You know, but I can give invites from tournaments to the European Championships, and then fly kids from Euros or give ticket prizes.
Yeah, for sure. I think being able to, you win certain tournaments, then maybe you get like the invite to go. It's set in advance. Parents can make arrangements and stuff like that. Probably make it easier than just all right, 2 months, just so you know, this is where we're going. You know? But I like your competition in the summertime. So kids are out of school, so that makes it easier. I know, like traveling, like I said, I know we're going to Vegas in August, so we have less kids doing it because school starts, so they can't take that much time off.
Well, I live in Panhandle too. Not Panhandle, but I live in the Gulf. Mm-hmm. I don't like the summer. We just get hurricanes. So.
Oh, that's true too. I moved out of Florida, but now I'm in Mississippi. Not that it's any better.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
I just like to travel.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like people are always asking me, hey, can we come see your new house? Friends of mine and stuff. They're like, we'll come in the summer. I'm like, it's raining for 6 hours a day right now, dude. We're not going to the beach. We went to the beach in May.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'll let you get back, man. Awesome talking to you.
All right.
Shout out any IG, WhatsApp, anything like that, sponsors, anything you want.
I honestly don't even remember my actual Instagram. So Hunter MMA. Also, it's my birthday, so 29.
Oh, are you 29 years old? That make me feel old. All right. Happy birthday. I did not know that.